Hey there, good morning. As you see, I'm out here in the sunshine, squinting again as the other week, but it's the first Friday that we've had that it hasn't rained, so making the most of it. And the other thing that's great is, I could be wearing sunglasses, even my normal glasses that have transition lenses, but it's actually quite important to get sunlight into your eyes without any lenses or glass in front of it. So I'm actually making use of getting the sunlight into my eyes. It's also good for setting your circadian rhythm. So your circadian rhythm is when your body goes through certain transitions during the day, every couple of hours, doing different jobs. And one of them towards the evening, if you keep your computer and TV off, is it will release melatonin to help you sleep. And then in the morning, if you get sunlight into your eyes, you're getting yourself ready for the day. Cortisol is being um, released. What's the word? Released. So that you actually are ready for the day and you're up and ready. So it's good to get out in the sunlight and get some sunlight in your eyes. It's also great for vitamin D. That's how you get the vitamin D in your body. You can't do it when you're wearing glasses or through glass, if you're in the car or something like that. So getting out in nature is a great idea. So this week is week 6, and I'm still been looking my food. I still find it quite challenging, and I'm still finding it hard to keep my carbs down. So some days I've been up to 24, 25. Some days, I think one day I even hit 31. So I'm finding that a challenge, but I'm still doing it. And I think by doing it, I'm eating less than I was in terms of vegetables and salads and things. So I'm not sure what to do about that. Actually, there was one doctor, I was watching a video, and he said there's 7 vegetables that you can eat as much as you like of, but a lot of people say you have to measure everything. So I guess it just depends on how your body works, and that's the thing about this, is everybody is different, and we all have to do something different. So you adjust, you try it. As you've seen, I've been trying different things and see what works, but actually reducing my carbs has helped shift some weight, as you saw last week, whereas I'd plateaued for a bit. So last Friday, when I did the video, I had a headache, and I kept that headache, and it wasn't a really bad one. It was just sort of, I said low level, and my friend said, "What's that? A foot ache?" But it was just there at the back of my head, and but I had it till Monday evening. So by late Monday afternoon, I'd noticed that it was gone, and I had been drinking electrolytes. Now, electrolytes are the some of the minerals we need in our body, like calcium, sodium, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium. So there's a drink that you could make to keep your electrolytes up. So you need to get some low salt, which has over 50% potassium, and some rock salt or sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, which has no anti-caking agent in. That's really key, because a lot of them say sea salt, but then it's got some other product in it. So it needs to be 100% salt. Even for your food, you want to be using 100% salt. So if you want to find out more about the drink, you can sign up for my tips on my website, and I'll be sending those out. And people say that a magnesium supplement, but actually I'm always wary about just buying any old supplement. I actually go and have my muscles tested by a kinesiologist to see if that particular one, if I need that supplement, and 2, is it which particular one, because not everyone works the same in your body, and then you could be spending loads of money to just weigh it out. So that sun is really bright. I did my perfect 7. I've actually, when I look back, I'd actually done 11 days of closing all 3 rings on my watch, on my phone. So I'm really pleased with that. Sometimes in the evening I still was quite a way off, and then so what I was doing while I was watching the TV, I've been watching Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, a program that he did for I think it was ITV, called Doctor in the House, where he goes and stays with people or spends a lot of time with people, actually finding out what their issues are and helping them resolve them. And so while I'm watching it, I'm doing all my moves, a sort of combination of dancing without music and the HIIT training, so just quite vigorous movements to close my rings every day. So I thought what I'd do today is say, if you're considering starting keto, you can take it really slowly. So you don't have to go full keto. You could do what I did, which was just reducing things from your diet until you're at a point where you feel more able or more capable of taking the next step. So the key thing is to reduce your carbs. So the things to take out your diet, which are massive, are potatoes, rice, flour products, so that's cakes and sweets and cakes and biscuits and bread, and any other grains. And so you need to balance that by adding in some more vegetables probably. And fats are the key. So high fat and high carb is a no-no. Don't go there. But low carb and high fat is the optimal place for your body to be. So if you're cutting out those fats, replace them with a higher fat intake. And the way you can do that is eat avocados, put butter on your vegetables, or use coconut oil or even olive oil. Use coconut oil, lard or butter for frying. Take the milk out your tea and coffee and put in cream or put in butter. And the 2 things about fats is they make your food tasty. And whether that's beef, lamb, pork, oily fish, which has the fat in there, which therefore they're more tastier cuts of meat, if you look for the fatty cuts of meat, it makes it tasty. But not only that, it satiates you, so you're not as hungry. Also nuts, and they're quite good if you feel that you need to eat something between meals. I've never really been a great between meal eater anyway. But if I just fancy something at that sort of time when you might have a cup of tea and a biscuit, I might have a couple of nuts, I might not. It just depends. So these are ways that you can increase your fats. Now I know there's a lot of stuff out there about, you mustn't eat saturated fat, you mustn't have high fat. The science behind that is not as proven as we thought it might have been. So if you want to find out more about that, I can tell you, I can give you some pointers of where to go and look for some information around that. In fact, there's a book recommended on what is keto on my website. So people are coming round to the fact that low fat is not good for your body. Your body needs fat. It needs it to function. It needs it as a fuel, and it needs it to reduce weight, particularly, and to feel satiated. So one of the things that I did this week, and it just so happened that it just fell perfectly, is I did a 24-hour fast. So I had my supper around 7:30 on Monday night, and then I didn't eat again. The only thing I drank was water and some salt, pink Himalayan salt, of course. I just put some under my tongue and then drank some water afterwards to get rid of the taste. So just salt and water until 7:30 on Tuesday evening. it was hard. Not hard, I just wanted to eat, so it was a mental thing. I did have about half an hour during the day around 12ish when my belly was rumbling and I felt hungry, but that passed really quickly. It was the I want to eat, the mental side of it, that was a challenge for me, but I did it, so I'm really pleased. So should we go over and see what my weigh-in is? Right, it's Friday morning again. Let's jump on those scales and see what's what this week. I have high expectations for some weight loss, but we shall see. You never know. You think you have, and sometimes it's gone up, but that's just fluid, so not to worry about it. So let's jump on and see what it says. Okay. $14.3.8. Hey, 14.3.8. Pleased with that. So, that was good, wasn't it? So back in June, 231.8, at the end of May, I think it was. Last Friday was 201.2. And this Friday, and the key for me is to break that 200 barrier, was 199.8. So that's a loss of 1.4 pounds for the week, and that's 4 pounds since the beginning. Oh, the sun's going in a bit. Hey, 4 pounds since the beginning of week 1. So that's an overall loss of 32 pounds. Not only that, I'm really close. I haven't checked, but I think it's around 198 point something is my next goal. So nearly there. I also did my blood pressure today, and that was 112/80. So that's a really nice score, I think, for me. And I've had really high ketone levels, and I think that fast really sort of got that in motion, really. Also, I've been doing the exercise every day rather than every other day, so that might make a difference. So I averaged about 1.48 ketone levels in the evening, and my highest was 2.1. So I think that was last night. I'm really pleased about that. It's the ketone levels and doing this video with you that's actually keeping me motivated and keeping me on track, when it might be tempting to have a little cheat now and then. I haven't cheated at all. The only way I've cheated is if I've gone over on my vegetables or a bit too much meat. Also, this week was the 1st of May, what was that, Tuesday. So on the 1st of the month, I measure various parts of my body, including arms, 3, 4, 5, 6 places on my legs, around my middle. So overall, that was, I just added up the whole lot. I've got it in a spreadsheet, of course. I added up the whole lot, and that was 1,003 inches if you added up every measurement on the 1st of April. And so the 1st of May, that was Tuesday, 990. So over the month, I've reduced 13 inches. Now, some measurements had gone up half an inch or 3/4 of an inch, and others had gone down, but obviously there's more gone down than gone up. So if you want to know where I measure, sign up for the tips on my website, and you'll be able to get that in an email coming through to you. And I think that's about all for this week. Next week I'm going to be filming on Saturday, because I'm going to be out from very early in the morning till late in the afternoon. So I'm doing the filming on Saturday, and my challenge for this week is to do another 24-hour fast, and I might do that on Friday when I'm out all day, so we'll see how it goes. I might do it earlier in the week just to get it done and out the way. So if you want to sign up for my tips, head on over to my website. The website address is down below. and sign up for the tips, and you'll get various emails of different things and things to measure, what you need to do before you actually start. So that's all for this week. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.